Hey, my lovely Willow Vibes tribe members. I am Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a message for my air signs. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stick around. Hope you do stay. Would love it if you would. So, I feel like so far what I'm getting is someone's done with a situation. They're either done with someone's crap or just, it's like, I don't know. I feel like I don't want to be involved in something or ending a problem because I don't want conflict, drama, or any of that stuff. Um, so something is coming to a close because someone's really thinking about a situation like, I shouldn't have said this, I shouldn't have done that, I don't want to be part of this no more. Whatever it is, it doesn't feel worth fighting for, it doesn't feel worth it. So it could be a relationship, whatever path you're on, whatever this is, it's like it's ran its course. Something's ran its course, whether it's with a person or not. And you could be seeing the warning signs, the red flags. Don't dismiss the red flags here, which the water sign read I did. I'm going to do a bonus one for them just because it was pretty specific and it was kind of an unsavory situation for some people or for someone or whatever. The beginning wasn't so bad, but the conflict in that one, I don't know. I feel like, whew, I just got dizzy. Fresh energies are necessary. A fresh perspective on a situation. But I feel like there could have been a lot of problems surrounding you or whatever this is to you, and it's like, I'm letting this go. Um, Release. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. So whatever this is, it's not an easy thing to do. It's not easy for you to let go of this person, situation, or whatever. And it could involve children, your own children, and if there's a problematic child, no matter how old they are, it's almost like needing to push the birdies out of the nest and let them learn how to fly on their own, kind of thing. So if there's a situation like that going on and it's just like problem after problem after problem, it is really hard to move past that type of discord and free yourself from it because they're your children. And that's not for everyone, but there could be a situation for some of you where it's like, all right, I'm going to let my child or children live their own life, do their thing, make mistakes, and I'm not going to allow it to consume me, or you're just not going to be part of it anymore, something like that. And that could be a spiritual lesson for you, and an apology might be coming in. For some of you, there is someone here who is seeing an issue with like their child's parents, so baby daddy, baby mama, something, and that situation or child could have been holding them back in love, life, or whatever. And it's like, I'm going to release this because I see the problem, and it's like, I'm sorry, but I gotta go, kind of thing. Yeah, it's not letting anyone or anything hold you back anymore. That's really what that feels like, which is amazing. It really is. So this is positive so far, which is kind of how the water sign read started out. It wasn't too bad, and then I was like, what the hell is this, So I don't know, some of you could be dealing with a water sign. That could be why I'm bringing it up, or you have water in your chart. So if there are any issues going on for you or someone that you love and care about and know or whatever, or you're part of an unhealthy situation, some of those messages could be for you, but that was definitely a small message, which is why I want to redo it. So anyways, and it's not like change the message, it's just find a different message for the collective kind of thing. So let's see what is going on here for my air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Please, please, please. I just heard everything's going to be okay. There are issues with children, so it could be like a blended family situation. Someone's kid could have an attitude, but I feel like we're getting over something because attitude is coming up reversed, which would be, yeah, it's like, I'm not going to be quick to react. Somebody's had a lot of time to think and plan and do whatever surrounding the situation. I don't know, I almost feel like I don't want to give any energy to something or someone anymore. So it's like, you're not going to get a rise out of me. I'm not going to give you attitude. I'm not going to do this, that, or the other because it's done. It's over with. It's not important, whatever that is. Yeah, you're definitely being guided to let something go or someone go. There's a problematic kid around. Someone wants to, like, not follow suit, but they want to fall in line because they might have been going against the grain before and it was just causing problems. I don't know, whoever this is had a bad attitude, and I feel like that's changing around in this situation. For some of you, there could be someone who had a bad attitude towards love, towards relationships, moving forward with you, and now I don't know, they've had time to think and process, and it's like, okay, I'm not angry with you or this situation. I'm just going to move past it or move forward and take a leap of faith. Because I did see the Fool energy. Now I'm throwing stuff. Shit's landing everywhere. Because someone said, what is this? A new world is born. No, something's over because it showed up reversed. Drop the attitude because nothing's going to change. Drop the attitude because nothing's going to change. Someone could have an attitude because things aren't changing, but why is everything coming up reversed? Because this is good, like dropping the attitude. This doesn't feel good because there should be positive change. There's someone in the situation who just might be dropping the attitude. Like, they're not bitching and complaining and I don't know, they're being quiet. They're just thinking and stewing ultimately. But there has been no changes. So on the outside, it might look like there's a lot of positive changes, but there has been none. Just someone's zipping the lip now. Like, oh, I'm just not going to bitch about this. I'm not going to talk about this. I'm not going to whatever. I'm not going to fight back. I'm not going to argue. But they're still thinking and feeling the same way, and they're still doing the same shit. All right, that's what that is. Because there has been no change. This person might be dealing with depression. They could be feeling left out of your life, or you're feeling left out of theirs. I hide behind material things. So someone's very financially focused in this energy. Yeah, there's been no changes. Hindsight is always 20/20. I don't know. I feel like I'm taking a different approach, but my intentions are exactly the same. Someone could be very materialistic in this energy. Yeah, someone has not changed. They're just taking a different approach, and it could be to manipulate you or the situation, but for some of you, I'm starting to understand our connection. Okay, for some of you, there's someone who is heavily thinking about a connection between the two of you or whatever. Like, okay, I'm seeing something, and they want to be more open. They could have just had a bad attitude towards love and relationships, even if it had nothing to do with you. And this person doesn't want you to move forward. They want to make positive changes because they're realizing things about you and about the situation, about themselves, that weren't clear before. You speak to me through music. Music's very significant. Lyrics could be important to the situation, to the two of you. What is it? Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. That's, is that Heal the World? I can't remember. I'm thinking of Earth Song too, which it could be an earth sign involved in this situation, but it's, I don't know, there's something that's so much bigger than just one person, than just a small group, you know what I mean? And someone might be seeing that, like, this is bigger than me, this is bigger than you, this is bigger than love, this is bigger than us, like, that kind of stuff. So there could be a connection that's coming in, or that you've been dealing with, whether you were connected to this person or not, like in the physical, like if you guys were hanging out, dating, or whatever this is to you. It could be friends, family, doesn't matter. But it's like, whatever this situation is, it's bigger than a love story. It's bigger than two people, and it's about the world. Like, to make positive changes. Which is probably why I was watching that witchcraft stuff today, because I don't know, it just popped up, and like the witch hunts and stuff, when people who were accused of being a witch or practicing witchcraft, whether they were male or females. Most of them were females, but men died during that stuff too, during all that bullshit. But it it was about the unknown. People feared what they didn't understand, and a lot of it had to do with revenge or greed, material things. You know, it's like, oh, I want your money and I don't like you, so you're a witch, and we're gonna burn you at the stake so I can get all your property and blah blah blah, whatever. People still do crap like that to this day. It's not as extreme, but it can be, and it is in other countries. Like, you would think that that stuff died in the 1600s, like it's over and done with. But in Africa and Asia, women are still being persecuted as witches and tortured, like, to this day, which is just, I don't know, when I saw some of the scars on these women, I was just like, holy crap, because even I didn't know that. You know, and a lot of times we're so closed-minded because we focus on our day-to-day, we focus on ourselves and what's going on with us or in our area, that we don't even know what's happening in the world, you know. And maybe somebody's opening their eyes or broadening their horizons and going, there's so much, I don't know, there's so much more to all of this, where it could help a lot of people, not just my hometown, like, you know what I mean. Someone's seeing the bigger picture, and there's a little bit of selflessness seeping through because of it. You know what I mean? It's like before they were selfish and had a bad attitude about whatever this is, about interacting with you or whatever you were doing. They were looking at it in from a very skewed standpoint, basically. They had a skewed view. Yeah, I don't know. There could be a project coming up for some of you. You might end up working together with whoever this person is to you, or a collaboration might be coming in because people's minds are opening up. Like, someone's more open to this relationship, this situation, this project, this whatever it is. I hid who I really am from you, and they want to feel that way again. This person misses you. I feel like you light a spark within somebody, and they knew it, they just never wanted to admit it. And sometimes, you know, there's a fine line between passion and anger, and some of the things you said or did, or your approach to this person, or vice versa, whichever, could have irritated them, and they could have had a bad attitude towards this connection, basically. But they're seeing things differently, because it's like that spark. That spark has always been there between you and this person, but they could have taken it in less of a passionate, I don't know, it's like they weren't feeling it or viewing it in a passionate sense. They were feeling it in a what the hell kind of, like a mad kind of sense. But I feel like it's kind of turning around. Somebody doesn't want something to end. All right, give me a little bit more on this. So that's good. It's positive changes. And this feels kind of unexpected for some of you. I'm not taking all these, that's too much. Well, this one, reciprocity, adjustments are being made. Yeah, that's basically what I said. This person wants to give to you because they're seeing a whole new side of you, a whole new perspective. Time is up, took too long. Yeah, somebody might have taken a long time to come to these conclusions, to reach these conclusions and go, shit. And now there's fears and anxiety. Like, now they're worried because they probably took too long in this situation to speak up, to see something. Like, I wish I saw this sooner. I kept saying that yesterday, and I was like, I wonder if there's like a reading or a video or a post or something that someone's going, I wish I watched this sooner. I wish I saw it sooner. No, this feels like, I wish I would have seen clearly sooner. I wish I would have had a better understanding sooner, because this is beautiful versus, like, do you know what I mean? Whatever it is. Because someone took forever because they were fearing something, and they might be fearing that, well, now it's done and over with because this person doesn't want whatever this is to end. I want you in my life is what I just heard, so this person definitely wants you around. I don't know, there's a lot of ideas flowing here. I don't think it's flowing between the two of you unless it's through the ethers, you know, but I don't feel like you're talking to this person, but it feels like, I don't know, there's so much potential. There's so much potential here. And it has something to do with speaking, especially if somebody speaks up. If somebody calls, if they talk to you, if they speak up. the energy's peaking as well. Yeah, someone wants to let their guard down. They're listening, they're paying attention. Like, I want to let my guard down because I'm actually listening now. So someone could have been hearing what you were saying, but they weren't truly absorbing it and listening. They were just going, oh, that's just words, like, oh, you're just blah blah blah. And no, there's more to what you say. Especially if you're a public speaker, but something to do with speak up. Be the voice of reason, or you are the voice of reason. Speak up. Somebody needs to speak up, otherwise something's done. That's kind of what that is. So let's see, what else do we have? Yeah, somebody needs to speak up, and they have their emotions all bottled up, but they know what they want to say. They might just be revising it. Somebody wasn't letting their emotions get to, like, I don't want to say it. They didn't want to get emotionally involved. Someone didn't want to. Because if you think about it, the phone is protected from all the water. Yeah, the bottle's submerged, but whatever's inside the bottle is protected. It's not getting, it's not getting wet. So your emotions, if you took an emotional approach, it wasn't getting through to this person because they were blocking it on purpose, or somebody else was blocking something between you and someone. But this feels like whoever this is, whenever they speak to you, they're not emotional. So there is a factual conversation coming in, and it's not lovey-dovey. So there's someone, I don't know what this phone call is. It could be from anyone to anyone, whatever, but this feels like, all right, I'm setting my emotions aside, our emotions aside, and we're going to have a conversation because it's this, this, and this. Like, it's all fact-based, basically. Because somebody they don't want their emotions to interfere with what they're doing or saying. Somebody doesn't want their emotions to interfere with something. For some of you, there's someone here who is keeping a cork on it, basically. They're not saying anything because they know the second they do, their emotion, like, they're going to get in touch with their emotions. Someone doesn't want to let the feels in or something. They're afraid of it. And that could be where some of these fears and anxieties are coming in, but yeah, to the sea. Someone's sad. There could be messages coming through for some of you, or something that you're going to hear or whatever. Some phone call could send someone into depression. There's either a phone call, okay, I don't know if there's a phone call that's going to send someone into a depressed state, like, oh, I can't even believe this, because I kind of feel that. But I also feel like there could be a conversation where someone's just, they're sad, they feel lost, there is a level of depression here, and they're trying not to talk about it. They don't want to talk about the feelings. There's someone who does not want to talk about their damn feelings in this air energy, in this, whatever this is. Because you know what's making me think of is, like, for me personally, when I'm upset over something, I'm fine until I start talking to someone about it. Like, I'll be like, oh, I'm not crying, everything's fine, whatever. And then if it's something that's really bothersome, the second I start talking to my mother or, whoever, I'll start crying. And it's just like a purge, basically. But it's making me think of, like, something like that. So even somebody might not want to cry, or it's like, once I open the floodgates, there's no stopping it. Once I open the floodgates, there's no stopping this shit. And that could be why somebody is not saying something, or why they didn't. Because anger is a secondary emotion, and where this attitude energy is, there's someone in this situation, or just in this energy, who could get angry a lot, or they have a bad attitude, and it's because they're hurting. And they don't want to admit it, or it's just easier to get angry versus cry, or someone gets really mad when they do cry. It could be a masculine energy, male, female, doesn't matter, but it's someone who's like, like, I don't want to feel it. I'm not ready to feel it. I'm not ready to face it. This sucks kind of thing. But in order to heal it, you have to feel it. I don't know. I feel lost. There's a deep knowing. And whatever this is happening right now. And it has something to do with a soulmate energy. I really feel like for some of you, there's someone who potentially looked at a different direction. They didn't want to connect with you romantically. Like, we're not connected, we're not soulmates, we're not whatever, someone else is my soulmate. But that someone else is wearing a mask, all the glitters isn't gold. So there's a change of perspective that's happening right now, because whoever this is just knows that you two are connected. Like, there's just a deep knowing. I just heard you know exactly how I feel. But how do you know that? Because I've never said anything. So for some of you, you truly are connected to another person, and you literally know, you feel what they feel. You could hear their thoughts even, but it's like you just know things. You just know what I'm feeling. You know what I'm going through, and I haven't said a damn word to you or anyone. So their eyes might be opening up because they're seeing that you have an understanding that you shouldn't have, because they've never told you blah, 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 whatever. Because someone is dealing with a lot. And there were some, I was trying to find a different word for it, but whatever. There's some suicidal thoughts in here. I feel like whoever this is not going to act on anything like that. I just feel like, when you get sad and you feel alone and you just like, there's no way out, or I can't see the sunshine. Haven't seen the sunshine in how many fucking days, ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Someone could be missing you, but someone's missing you. But yeah, it's just those thoughts cross your mind. It's nothing you would act on. It's just kind of like, oh, things might be better off if, and that's not the case. Like, life would not be better off without you. You are a very important person to whoever this is, and to multiple people, maybe to your children, even if you have any. It's like, a lot of times when people, I'm going to start crying for some reason. A lot of times when people start getting down on themselves and, because things aren't going right, their feelings get hurt. They have no direction. I just can't see the light. You know what I mean? Like, when you get in that place, because I've been there before, and it is dark and dreary, and it sucks. It's hard. You can't see a way out. But on the other side, so if your life comes to a close, and for whatever reason, you know what I mean, due to stupidity or by your own hands kind of thing, those people, they don't sit in purgatory. They reflect and go, I didn't realize how many people cared. I shouldn't have acted this way, or I should have handled things differently. And that's always the case, because we don't realize how many lives we touch and affect each and every day. You know what I mean? It could be in a big way or a small way. Because when we're in that dark space, we're consumed by our dark thoughts and our problems and whatever, and we ignore everyone else and everything else. So if you're feeling sad or anything like that, or you know someone who is, just be that friend, be that shoulder to cry on, or understand why sometimes people get a little snippy, or they have a bad attitude sometimes. It's because of the pain that they're in. It does not make it okay for someone to belittle you, to treat you like crap just because they're feeling shitty. But it's always good to have that in the back of your mind, like understanding why people do and say the things they do and say. But yeah, someone's feeling a little sad, and you might be feeling it. You just might know it. Like, yeah. I know where you're coming from. I've been there before. I understand. I feel your energy. I know something's wrong. Are you okay? Like, that type of energy is right here. So someone might want to check in with somebody, or they need to. Somebody might want to check in with you, whoever you is, because I just saw you. I don't know what that's about, but It could be someone that you just saw. We have the Four of Wands. It's partnership stability. Someone's sad about a relationship. You could have literally just saw this person. It could be a friend of yours who's upset because of a relationship either ending or problems within a relationship. We have the Hangman. I just don't know what to do. It's hard to see clearly when you're looking through the knot of your pain, basically, the knot hole of your pain. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. It will work out. Just keep working on yourself. Keep doing what you're doing for yourself. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm trying to overcome this. I'm working on it. So whoever's in that saddened state, they are trying to overcome it. They're trying to change their attitude, their perspective. Someone's trying to change their perspective. It's not easy, and it's okay to ask for help. So if you're going through this all by yourself, or someone you know is, or crosswatch, or whoever, it's okay to ask for that helping hand. Like, here, I'll hold your hand through this situation, because sometimes that's all we need. Is just to know that someone's there, that someone has our back, that they'll be supportive during these difficult times, because we all go through shit, you know? I heard I'm really trying. Some people might need medication. They might need therapy. It just depends on what's going on with you. So someone is really trying to overcome a sense of sadness and depression. And if it's a chemical imbalance, and this, I don't know, if this issue, this depression, the sadness is much bigger than you, ask for help. It's okay. Who cares what people think of you? Who cares? Like, you know, I honestly feel like when all that crazy energy was going on and I got sent to the mental institution and stuff, the hospital for an evaluation, I got cleared and all that. But I feel like that happened for a reason, and it was to prove that I'm not nuts, for one, but it's more than that. It's because I saw a lot of people who I didn't look at them as going, oh my gosh, you scare me, you're nuts. But I was scared. I was nervous going in there, because I'm like, what am I going to walk into? You know what I mean? Like, what are these people capable of? But, you know, most of them were just really sad, and they were struggling. Some of them, you know, had some real issues going on, you know what I mean? But, I mean, there was one person in there who was a transsexual person, and that person was struggling big time, because of bullying. I'm gonna cry thinking of this, because that kid really touched my heart. I was like, just looking at him, I was like, it was so sad, the stuff that person was struggling with, because he opened up to me a little bit. And then there were some people who, you know, were shit-faced, and they were there, they had to sober up, but they were frequent flyers, because they tend to drink too much and get in trouble, and the cops have to bring them there for sobriety and whatever. And, you know, there was a bunch of different people that I saw, and they all have their own story, and a lot of them are perfectly fine when they're medicated, especially like in the area that I was in, because I mean, if you get committed, you go to a different floor and all that. So I didn't go in there, so I don't know. But it gave me a bit of an understanding. You can't always judge a book by its cover, for one. And you never know what people are truly going through. You never know. So shut your fucking mouth is what I want to say. Especially if anyone's running their mouth. If they're gossip and people are saying mean things, you know, it's like, ignore the mean shit that people say. Easier said than done. But if you're being the bully, look in the mirror and cut the crap. Because someone is a bully. And someone's getting bullied. Because, I don't know, I feel like adult energy in here, but I also feel like there could be a child or children who are dealing with stuff like this. There's just petty crap around, because it doesn't matter how old you are, people suck sometimes. But my point is like, when you go to get help, don't be afraid of what people think of you. You know, like, there's a stigma surrounding mental illness, a huge one. And not everyone who seeks medical attention for a mental illness, for depression, bipolar, whatever it is, that doesn't mean you're crazy. It doesn't. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It means you're struggling right now. And sometimes we gotta get over that hump and give you a reason to keep going. You know what I mean? And if people laugh at you, laugh right back and don't let them in your world. Because, people judged me for all of that. And I gave them all the finger. I did. And I still will and would, because it's my life and it's none of your business. Do you know what I mean? Like, so think of it from that perspective when it comes to sucking up your pride and getting the help that you need, because your life matters and what you're going through is important, even if other people will laugh at you, make fun of you, be an asshole, a bitch, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, stand up for yourself. Or stand up for somebody else. Stand up for the underdog. I don't know, bullying is in here somewhere. But yeah, don't be part of the problem. Be part of the solution, or become the solution. Someone might not know how to become the solution, but I feel like listen to your instincts. Yeah. Trust your intuition on certain things, especially when it pertains to people. But let's see what, like in Love Land, I guess, because that one, I feel like that's all I really need to say with that situation, whatever's going on for someone, because they need to, whoever that is, or you are, or whoever, whatever, they need to, that should be their main focus, is finding their soul tribe, friends and family who have their back, the people that have your back, because sometimes our true family, they're not even blood related. You know what I mean? It just depends on your situation. So it's like you got to get right with yourself before you can really think about whatever else, expansion, relationships and whatnot. But not everyone's dealing with that. So let's see what's going on in Loveland for you guys, for whoever needs to hear this message. Give me some messages on love, please, for my air signs. Some of you are already in relationships, but I feel like there really isn't, I guess the best advice with anyone who is in, like you're married or in a commitment or whatever, communication is key. So there could be some communication issues between you and your spouse, partner, whatever, but I feel like that proper communication will resolve a lot of issues if you're partnered with somebody. I mean, proper communication will resolve a lot of issues no matter if you're partnered or not, but I feel like if there's any animosity, issues, problems within your personal relationship between you and your husband or whatever, you and your wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, proper communication, talking about your feelings, no matter how difficult it is, that usually brings people closer, because sometimes we get complacent in relationships where it's like, it's the same old, we feel unappreciated, we feel like we have no one to talk to, no one to turn to, you won't understand. Well, make them understand, you know what I mean? Like, if someone truly loves you, they will listen. And even if nothing changes or happens in the moment when you're expressing your feelings, when you're talking about whatever you're talking about, it gives your partner someone to think about, someone's thinking about somebody else. So before you ruin a good thing, make sure there's proper communication between you and whoever you're with. But it gives them something to think about, like, oh, okay, well, maybe we should make these changes. Do you know what I mean? So if you're partnered, when it comes to love, I feel like communication is the best medicine. And I feel like it will help and it will fix a lot of things, because you both need to be honest with one another. Because sometimes when we're sitting in that energy and we're going, well, my partner doesn't understand me because I'm upset over this and I'm feeling this way, and even if I say it, they don't understand, but maybe you're not understanding them. You know, maybe they haven't spoken to you about how they're feeling. They could be feeling a similar way, maybe for a different reason or the same reason. But you're never going to know unless you guys open up to one another. And I don't give a shit if it's a brand new relationship or if you've been married for 30 fucking years. That's where longevity comes from. You know, so proper communication. But there is someone who's paying attention to you guys, or you're paying attention to them. They could just be walking. They're walking in the background. They're watching. They're walking in the background. I don't know what the hell that's about, but anyways, there's someone who's paying attention. A server. Could have something to do with a restaurant or like a waitress or waiter or something. I don't know what that's about, but a server, your network too. I don't know, it's making me think. Someone's watching someone online. Yeah. Because I'm feeling like I'm connected to the server. So it could be spiritual Wi-Fi as well, but this feels like someone's paying attention online to you. And you probably have no clue. Yeah, higher power. They're drawn to you for a reason. Just listen to yourself. They could be looking for a sense of guidance. I just heard you know things you shouldn't know. I got that before, so. Then we have TikTok time. Time. It's time for love, apparently. It's time. Which is nice. It's time for love. I just heard it's about time. So maybe someone's going to speak up or something. It's about time that someone sees something. It's about time that something takes off and happens. You know what's funny? There's like a keyhole right here in her third eye, or his. And then there's one in the penguin's heart. And it's almost like you hold the key to this person's heart, or them, you, or whatever, through your intuition. It's like through your sight, your psychic abilities, this soulmate connection. Someone on the other side is connecting you and another person, so it could be a Passover loved one, angels, whatever. I was staring at angels, but that's the key to their heart. Your intuition, your psychic abilities, whatever this is, like your sight, your foresight is the key to this person, to opening this person's heart. So you've been helping someone open up their heart chakra, heal their heart chakra. Because only they can truly heal it. It's just like sometimes we need that little push, a little nudge, and your higher power or someone on the other side is doing that. Like, hey, move forward with this, go in this direction. So it's guidance. You're guiding each other, or someone's guiding someone because they're watching. So if you do anything spiritual online, this person spends a lot of time watching you and listening. And I feel like they weren't always receiving the proper messages, which is where it was coming from. I wish I saw this sooner. Like, I wish I realized this sooner. Sorry it took so fucking long. I couldn't figure things out. Like, that's what that feels like. It's like, it's okay. I'm here. I'm here now. Because look, this face, it's an angelic face. And there it is above the penguins too. The little face in the sky. It's like, I'm watching over you is what I just heard. Someone, I don't know, spirit is watching over this connection. You're not going to get hurt like you think you are, is what I just heard. So there could be someone who has been very reserved because they're afraid of getting their heart broken. You're not going to get hurt like you think. I'm sorry. Yeah, somebody wants to apologize. We all make mistakes, you know. Something to do with a tick as well. I don't know, it's tick season, but it could also be somebody has a tick. Like, you know, when they, I don't know, whatever a tick is, like your weird thing. Mine, when I get lost in thought, I look like I'm falling asleep with my eyes open. I'll be like, I'm just saying. But that's not really a tick. It's like, I don't know, the little things that happen sometimes. But I have no idea. Somebody could have one of those. But I feel like it's like tick season, going in the woods, shit like that. Or just mowing the lawn, whatever. Well, if you do landscaping, or if you do woodworking or anything, like not woodworking, but if you're out in the woods, like if you cut down trees and crap, if you're like a lumberjack and shit, um, excavation, stuff like that, where you're outside a lot, make sure you check yourself for ticks. Maybe somebody wants to check you for ticks. Something to do with a freaking tick. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what it's about, but it's something to do with that. Oh, whoever that is wants to say sorry. And then somebody doesn't care. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't care. Libra. Standing on the sidelines. Moving on. Moving home. Relocation. Moving homes. A new beginning or a new baby. Okay, I feel the new baby energy, but it might not be yours. Do you know what I mean? Like, you could be a grandparent, now you have a new grandbaby, or there's grandbabies being born. Because that's kind of, it's almost like the next generation is what it feels like. The next generation's being born, I guess. So there could be an air sign grandparent who, it's like a new chapter has begun, because they got new life in the family, basically. So there's grandbabies here, but these feel like new babies, like not like 5-6 year olds and stuff, but somebody just had a baby, or they're having a baby, because some of these babies aren't born yet. And I feel like I'm talking to a grandparent. I could be talking to a Libra or a Gemini or Aquarius, but yeah, there's some air sign Grammys and Grampies out there, or you're gonna be becoming one. For some of you, moving on, moving home. I don't know what that's about. I feel like there's a situation here where you could have been connected to another person. This feels separate. I don't really know what this is, who it's for, but there's someone who always felt like they were on the sidelines. Like, I'll never have a relationship with you. It will never be more than blah, 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 whatever. Just like superficial shit, whether it's just friend zone energy or F-buddy type stuff. It's like always feeling left out. I feel like you're moving on from that. So it's like whatever the situation is, if someone's feeling guilty for, I don't know, keeping you on the sidelines, or for whatever happened between you guys, because there's like a new beginning for them, like things are changing around for them. They probably want to know, like, are you going to cause problems, or is this chapter over? It's over. You're moving past that. You're not. It's like, I understand. You're sorry. It's okay. I don't care about what happened. It's almost like I don't care about what happened. I understand. And I'm moving on from the whole situation. Have a good life. That's kind of what this feels like for some of you. Because someone might want to apologize, and I feel like, okay, I was going to say whether they're sincere or not. I feel like this person would be sincere, whoever it is. They were just feeling very lost. They had no direction. They were very sad. So whatever they did or said with you could have been comfort for them. And yes, it was selfish of them to do that to you, to use you in that way. But I feel like there was lessons tied to it for them, and probably for you. But I feel like both of you are moving away from that situation, because whatever it is, I don't feel like you guys would have made a good couple anyways, no matter what the reasoning is. There could be an age difference. There's a lot of factors, I guess you could say, within whatever that is, where it never would have been more. Because this kind of feels like I need comfort. Like, hug me, hold me, talk to me, I'm sad. And maybe you were that support for that person, but I kind of feel like this person was not that for you. And they're probably sorry about that, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, because that person was committed. They were in a relationship, and they were probably making a bunch of empty promises. Please hold me, don't ever let me go. Comfort. What was I just saying? You comforted them. They needed comfort during a difficult time. Not saying they went about it in the right way, because this person probably didn't, but it's like water under the bridge with that. There is a tower moment here, and something is coming in that's going to shock some of you. It could be this information, or there's some shocking. What is this tower moment? Someone could be shocked by a death as well, or they were when it happened. That's like a heart monitor, but that's where your heart's still beating. Something to do with a deck, like a porch. I don't know if somebody's going to have a heart attack or a near-death experience, and it's going to, like, I don't know, make them think. Somebody could have a near-death experience, and there's something to do with a deck. I don't know. They like to sit out on the porch, or there's like a big deck around their house or something. Because I'm not being like perverted with that. It's like literally like a porch or something. We have the King of Candles, the Three of Potions, and the Two of Candles. There could be some type of entertainment on this porch, like because this is like a coming together. It could be just friendship and stuff, but it's a reconciliation. But I don't know what to do here. Trying to make a choice. Shocked. Someone's shocked by the decisions they've made, or the decisions that somebody else has made. You could be shocking people. I don't know. There's some significance with, I don't know, it almost feels like a gathering, like a barbecue, or you're just sitting outside on the porch. I don't fucking know. Something to do with being outside and drinking and making a decision. Making a decision to get together. Someone is making a decision to get together with you. And it's a tower moment. You're going to be shocked. Like, how do we get together? How do we get together? Okay. Could be someone from the past who's trying to figure out how to connect with you. How do we get together? Somebody might want to get together with a Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Not necessarily, but how do we get together? I really feel like I want to see someone. Yeah, because then there's healing energy. So for some of you, someone might show up and want to get together with you and like talk or do whatever. But I feel like it'll be very unexpected, because I feel like you're not, something's not finished. The unfinished symphony between you and someone. There's a masculine energy, a man who wants to send some passion someone's way. They want to fix something. How do we get together? Someone wants to get together with some of you, so that's cool. But that's what I have for you guys. Hopefully it helps. Hopefully it makes sense. I'm going to do the collective message, and I don't know, I'm going to stretch it out. I'm thinking about the fucking big comfy couch for some reason. I don't know, does somebody have kids or something? But it's like the 10-second tidy. Ready, set, go. And then she shoves everything on the couch. uh, it's like cleanup time, quickly cleaning things up. I want to fix things really quickly. Something could be happening very quickly. Maybe I'm thinking of the big comfy couch because I'm probably going to have to fix the couch downstairs again because the damn dogs to keep fucking with it. But anyways, that's what I have for you. Hopefully it helps. Hopefully it makes sense. And yeah, I forgot what I was talking about, but I got other readings to do. Oh, the bonus reading for the water signs. I will get to that because just, trigger warning. Part of the message in the water sign energy was not cool. So I don't know who that's for, but it's not for many people. Do you know what I mean? The beginning part might be, but the end, I don't know. So I love you guys. Long time. Peace.